Ladies and gentlemen, do yourselves a favor. Get the Robitussin for the kids. Get that shitty gift wrapped out that you're getting ready to wrap for your presents. You're cracking up over there. It just gets me every time, dog. I can't help it. Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
It's madness. The whole day is madness. Hang on a second. Ladies, y'all will give me a second. It is a family episode. Alright? The kids have stressed me out. Run the intro clip. Oh, just a lot of stress.
Yeah, that's Christmas.
That's
baby.
what Christmas is.
Christmas.
Ladies and gentlemen, do yourselves a favor. Tell the pizza man not to come by because the McAllisters have left all Kevin by himself. I'm losing it. I don't know. I got nothing left in me.
An hour into the podcast, you're still doing intros, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, do yourselves. What are your thoughts on Santa, actually, before I say that?
We have not taught Santa at all because it's so fucked that I'm not going to get credit for these cool-ass gifts I'm buying my daughter, you know?
Okay.
So, no, we don't.
I respect
we
that.
don't never wanted that situation where she feels betrayed at 10 years old that we've lied about Santa for her entire life, you know?
Okay.
The first thing I could have lied about to her, I did, and it was like a major thing. And it would break that trust immediately as a kid. So I'm like, yeah, we haven't.
That's how you raise strippers.
Yeah, I mean, but Santa's like so prevalent in every damn TV show and any kind of media. Of course, she knows Santa and still.
But she'll think of Santa as like.
I think Santa in our house, Santa brings her stocking, and we get all of her gifts for her.
Okay.
But I don't really know exactly how it works.
The way we did it as a kid, Santa brought one big gift.
Oh, okay.
But it wasn't the coolest gift. Like, Santa bought me the bike, but Mom and Dad bought me the PlayStation 2. I'm like, I lived in a small cul-de-sac to an extent of hillbillies. No, it wasn't hillbillies. They had dirt bikes. They were kind of hillbillies. I was more excited.
The litmus test? Dirt bike?
No. The fact that they caught and caged the raccoons was the fact that they were hillbillies. No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
It was much bigger factors.
Much deeper.
The grandfather was super racist and never wore a shirt, but always wore overalls.
Yeah.
That's kind of how he gave it away.
He knew how to make moonshine for sure.
Oh, yeah. I've had some. That's not even like a joke. Like,
Really?
that's 100%. It's put me on my fucking ass. Like, I remember Casey and I drank some moonshine before.
Really?
Some of that shit before he passed away. God rest his soul.
Dude, what?
Not Casey. Sorry, the old man that passed away.
I was gonna say, what the? Learning this shit live.
And we drank some, and I remember Casey and I just kind of looked at each other and we're like, "Great, now we can't go anywhere." Like,
really?
It just immediately fucked off. It was a mess.
Is that like the strongest alcohol you've had?
No,
like
absinthe.
Absinthe.
Yeah, absinthe in my opinion is the strongest alcohol because
really?
When I drink moonshine, I won't leave whatever room I'm in. When I'm on absinthe, we went to the park, to the Creekmore Park, and they have a goal that's like 4 foot. And me, Matt, Tommy, Brennan, Chairs, Cadence, we're playing 3-on-3 on that court. It's 4 foot, all right? So we're just dunking on it. So then you see Tommy going up for a run on one side of the court. The court is maybe half the size of this room. Just so we're clear.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's like, he's about to go up for the dunk, and Chairs is underneath the rim, squatting almost like he's about to stop him, like at the meet him at the rim. All right, granted it's 4 foot, and we're fucked off, like a full ball gone. So when he jumps to stop Tommy, he hits the rim, and the loop, where he put the net in, it split his forehead open about 5 inches.
Been there.
So when he hit his head first, he was doing that. And when he went to rub his hair, he looked at us and you just saw it just rain down. And he was like, and he stopped. It was like, what the fuck is in my eyes? And it was rushing that fast that we had to we tackled him and we're putting pressure on his head. Dude. And he was like, I don't know, like he was not responsive. We had to call the ambulance. It was nuts.
Dude. Yeah, I had something like that one time when I was playing ball at the school. The girls played first, right? So it was high school. I think I was a sophomore. The girls played first. So we were watching from Miss Lunsford's classroom, the hallway into the gym, right?
Right.
So we were in that hallway there. We were watching the end of the girls' game. It was a close game. I was standing in the door frame. So the door opened, and you know how it has that shit up above? Or how it stays open. So into the game, it's like fucking tied. Rachel hits a layup at the buzzer and wins it or something, and I jump up to celebrate, and I catch my head like right here on the mechanism that opens the door, and I land, and like Nathan is looking at me, and he said he just sees trails of blood come down the side of my fucking face. And then I went out to the bench, and coach said, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And he played me. He never played me, bro. I never got playing time. But that time when I busted my head and definitely had a concussion, I scored 4 points.
You had heart.
I had heart, bro.
You got heart, man.
He respected me.
That's the heart of a hustler right there.
First and only time.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that don't know, some people like to tell me that they have weird school mascots and things of that nature. We've heard the Lil Johns, and they've been toilets. We've heard the Hillbillies. We have heard the Bumblebees. We have heard the Showgirls. Okay? Let me tell you, you will not be able to beat our school name. If anyone has a new school name or high school name or mascot, please leave it in the comments.
You can't beat ours, man.
We went to a school in Hartford known as the Hartford Hustlers. We were a beaver.
What a combo.
The Hartford Hustlers.
It never made sense.
And our mascot was a maroon beaver.
Right, let's go back to the alcohol, because I had another story.
Okay.
So you said absinthe was the drunkest you've ever been?
Absinthe, yeah, probably was. Because it's a hallucinogen.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Also, it's a hallucinogenic alcohol. Let me tell you, man, it was wild. I've done some hallucinogenic. I've done some trippy shit. Let me tell you, that was wild.
Really?
I highly recommend it to certain people. Some people might not enjoy it, but some people,
In fucking Dragon Ball, okay? Goku, like, trained with Kami and received enlightenment.
Right.
And I did just the concept of enlightenment is just, I don't know, I love it. Just because there's shit that doesn't make sense that I feel like if you just made it make sense to me, my life would be, things would fall into place or whatever. I don't know if that makes sense. And then I was watching, where I'm at in Dragon Ball Z is like, through the planet Namek. And Krillin just met like the oldest Namek, and he just like palmed his head like Justin Guthrie would do, and like opened his mind. And I'm like, God damn, let me get some of that.
That's what you need.
Oh shit, I got off track. Back to alcohol. I wanted to talk about Landon. Damn it, soju. Have you ever had soju?
I have.
That is the drunkest I've ever been in my life. It was the last time I saw Landon. Shout out Landon. I haven't talked to you in 2 years. I'm so fucking ashamed, bro. I can't even send you a message, but. This clip is a cry for help. I miss you, man. He came into town and got me and Seth drunk off of some soju, and then all of a sudden I'm just waking up the next day. It was I've never ever had a fucking alcohol like soju. I really don't think I've drank since then. It was the strongest shit I've ever had.
Really?
It was crazy.
When I think of Christmas, I don't really think of like family to an extent. I think of movies, things of that nature, but I think of memories. And so involving memories of Christmas, I think of sports, involving basketball and like the Christmas tournaments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or even better,
Christmas tournaments.
NBA games. I remember every Christmas, Dad and I would we'd open presents, blah, 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 blah. And before Dad went back to work, we'd watch at least 1 to 2 Christmas games. There's just something about your team getting a Christmas game. Really? It's just, man, it's almost as good as figuring out where All-Star Weekend's going to be in the NBA. I love a good NBA Christmas game. Do you have any fond memories of any like Christmas tournaments, like in the slightest?
Well, Christmas Day games, I don't, because
not even Christmas Day games. Just like even in high school, we had like tournaments like that. Do you have any memories off the top of your head?
Yeah, well, first of all, I do like the Christmas Day games. I like watching the NBA when it's on, especially the big games. But my dad is the type of person that he doesn't wear a seatbelt unless he has to. Doesn't use his blinkers. He hates cops, and he thinks the three-pointer ruined the game of basketball. So anytime that we watch, or not the three-pointer, the dunk. The dunk ruined the game. Anytime we watch NBA, he just bitches. It's just not even enjoyable to watch a game. So I'm just like, fucking turn it to goddamn Polar Express or whatever. Yeah. Which is a great movie. But
what? All right, we're gonna zip ahead to a new segment called "What the Hell is a Good Christmas Movie?"
Polar Express? Is that the right name?
The animated one?
Tom Hanks or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that as a kid, bro. That's one of my fondest.
That was a terrifying ass movie as a kid. I don't know. It was just awkward. Like
the art can be a little off-putting, sure.
People in the comments, you let me know if that movie scared you or not, or made you uncomfortable.
Christmas break tournaments was some of the worst basketball I've ever played in my life.
Because we didn't play bad teams, and nor did we play small teams.
Dude, I got the yips on over Christmas break when I can't. Even if we would practice as normal, like even though school was out and we would just come in and practice the next day, I couldn't shoot anymore. Like the game didn't feel real to me.
I understand. We played umpire in a Christmas game my senior year. Mm-hmm. And I put up like 22 points because the girls won by like 32. They had also got blown out by like 81 that year. I'm not shitting you.
Jesus
to the point
Christ.
we were in the back of the bus, and we were all like laughing, having a good time because we had beat this team, and they were like, "Y'all shut the." Like I remember this girl because she's my homegirl. I won't say her name, but I remember her getting some sass at me and her yelling, "Can y'all shut the fuck up?" And then you hear, "Hey guys, if you didn't get blown out by 80, raise your hand." And all the guys raised their hand on the bus. And you see McKnight, "Hey, settle down, sit down." You know, you just get frustrated with us. So I remember putting some numbers up against umpire in that tournament, and just being like, "Let's fucking go." And then we played Lavaca, and then got the shit kicked out of us. Because they were so much faster than we. Not Lavaca. I'm sorry, Boonville. It was Boonville that came. And
dude.
Fuck a Boonville.
Now that I think about it, my career high was in a Christmas Day or Christmas tournament game at Mansfield against Van Cove. Also the same game that the homie Tyler got some trash minutes and boxed a guy out. Guy tried to jump over his back. Tyler boxed him out. Dude fell over Tyler's shoulder, broke his hip. They stretchered him off the floor. Last 30 seconds of the game, bro. Dude broke his hip.
Tyler broke his hip?
Tyler broke the kid's hip.
Oh, okay.
No, not his hip. Tyler broke the kid's hip. He boxed the kid out, and the kid fell over him and onto his hip and just stretched him out.
I put up 22 in the Christmas game. We'll say 20. I remember putting up 24 against Mountainburg, the last game of the season before district.
Oh, really?
And we won.
Hell yeah.
I remember I hit the last three to close the game out. Tommy was tumbling up from the wing, and Robert sent me a screen at the top of the key, and I came around it, and he pitched that ball off, and I Kyle Corvered that bitch off to the point where like Silva dropped the hammer. He ran and he was dropping the hammer. He was so proud. I remember that very fondly because we played them. That was the first team we played in district like that following Monday. Yeah. And we beat them by like 27.
Really?
Like Robert came out and put some fucking numbers up. Tommy put some numbers up. I put numbers up. I was on fire.
I never got to play with that Tommy. He was a 10th grader my senior year, and he was too timid.
Yeah.
He was like, Ford was the ball dominant. Him and Corey were the ball dominant.
His junior year is when Tommy started to shine. Was when Garrett started to dwindle a little bit. I remember we played Eureka the second round for us to go to regionals, and they had just beat us by like 37 in Eureka. That was a quiet game home. That was a quiet loss home.
Dude.
It's like 3.5 hours, guys. Let me tell you.
Coach Denton punked my ass so hard. I don't know what he was trying to prove at Eureka one time. You remember the old shitty gym they had?
Yes.
And then they got the new gym.
The brand new high school.
I only got to play it one time, and I shot. I'm not exaggerating. I shot 1 for 13 from the field. We ran this play, bro. We ran this fucking play where I would come from like the wing just to pop into the free throw line up or whatever, and they were just leaving me there, and my shot was just not fucking hitting because there's nothing behind the backboard. It's just like a weird depth perception thing. Just the way the backboard was, there's no wall. It's like right. 20 foot was clear behind it, and then there's like like a big bleachers or something.
Right.
So it was just weird trying to shoot on it. I don't know. It wasn't falling in warm ups, and we just kept running the play. I missed the first 3, then I made one. Or something, and then it was like I missed it, but coach just kept running it to me, bro. I was like trying to prove a point or something, but I like missed like the 9th one. I looked at him, he was just like, keep shooting it, and I shot it 4 more fucking times before he ran something else. I really I don't think I shot it the rest of the game, like 1 for 13.
Dude,
it was the worst.
I remember the beginning of the Eureka game. The ball, he told me it passed me, or Matt got it, tipped it, I caught the ball. I'm going down at like we'll say like where the H's are, you know, like where the letters start, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Where it's like
yeah.
fucking 6 feet back from the 3-point line.
Mm-hmm.
I remember a guy was guarding me, and I remember doing an overhead pass, and I remember the dude took like 3 steps the other way, and I still had the ball in my hand. And McKnight goes, yes! Because I just remember pulling up and turning around and looking at him, and I Nick Young'd it, dog.
Oh,
when
no.
I say I went up like that and the ball went in, the crowd went nuts. They were like, what the fuck is going to happen right now?
Oh, my God.
In the spirit of Christmas, I want to know a few things, such as what is your top 3 Christmas movies? Just off the top of your head.
Off the top,
It doesn't have to be a Christmas movie. It can just be something that you watch at Christmas time.
okay.
Yeah.
I like to watch all of the Harry Potters at Christmas, like specifically when they're kids, like the 1, 2, and 3,
Yes.
4-ish. I love watching those movies at Christmas time.
Yeah.
I think it goes back to I don't know if we have filmed so much podcast today it got deleted. We talked about the ice storm whenever we got snowed in when I was a kid. I remember reading the Harry Potter books maybe, or watching. For some reason I have a really specific memory as a kid of watching Harry Potter movies over Christmas break time. So, you know, even as an adult, those are still like the go-tos, like Chamber of Secrets and that type of shit.
That's a solid answer.
Yeah.
Odd take. I do think Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Never watched it. Hotter take. Yeah, it makes sense. I've never watched it. I'm not a movie guy. Don't stare into my soul.
My heart.
There's so many movies. You could name 100 movies. I've probably not watched 10 of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new segment. How angry can Doug get from Ray's comments?
Okay.
All right, number 1.
Let's see.
Armageddon.
No.
Titanic.
No. Of course not.
Wow, dog. Any of the Jaws movies?
Ooh, good question. I don't think so. I don't think I've watched any of them.
Have you seen The Godfather?
No, I've never watched The Godfather.
Shawshank Redemption?
Never.
Dude! Have you seen the Lord of the Rings movies?
Too long. I tried. I can't get into them, man.
The Star Wars movies?
I watched each of the original Star Wars one time on VHS tape that I borrowed from my dad's friend when I was in high school, and I haven't watched like the new Disney shit.
Don't.
Oh, except I did have to. I worked for Michael J for a while editing his videos, so I had to watch.
Clone Wars?
No, yeah, I had to watch a lot of Clone Wars. I had to watch Mandalorian, Boba Fett.
Those are fine. The Matrix?
Never.
Any of the Terminator movies?
Oh no, I've never watched Terminator. Patreon at 10K, boys.
Dude, what the fuck? Have you seen The Lion King?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
He said, of course. Have you seen Braveheart?
Oh, fuck yeah, I've seen Braveheart.
Oh,
bro, Braveheart was Joseph Young's favorite movie. When we used to work for Bobby in the summer, we watched Braveheart in the library. It's like 7 fucking times that summer.
Dude, that makes so much sense.
Actually, the 2 movies that they had was fucking Braveheart and The Lion King. So we actually just alternated those. Like every day we could watch like half of it, and it was like...
That's awesome. That makes me so happy, dog. You had ABC. You also had a few channels like I did.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember all the ABC shows that they would like the elves? They used to do like
Oh yeah, the little animated elves.
Yes, dude. Okay. Prep and Landing.
Prep and Landing. Yeah.
Dude,
bro, that's some OG shit. I love fucking Prep and Landing.
Dude, let me tell you, a solid fucking it's Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown.
Yeah. Dude, that stuff isn't on ABC anymore.
No, because
that's crazy.
Remember we talked about this the other.
Is that you that told me?
Oh, we were on the Lost episode, the Halloween episode.
We have probably more Lost episodes than fucking
episodes that are out. On the Lost episode of Halloween, we talked about this is the first time Charlie Brown will not be aired on live television. It is now crazy. Only on the Apple TV app. Dude, my favorite is as a kid when you come back to school that first day.
Oh yeah, flexing on with your new fucking shoes.
Dude, swear. I remember, I just remember wearing all the new Vans and getting all the new skinny jeans and shit like that. You already know.
Those Christmas parties, like Miss Harps and Space Singers, like those age parties, like that was the vibe of that. Like, it's just something as an adult you can never get back. Like that is just like the most joyful Christmassy thing ever. It was like being at the party, you had like worked all week making the decorations that are hanging on the wall. You had like cut out your stocking with your little safety scissors. You like had your fucking grandma and your mom and your dad.
Or the Christmas pageants where we had to sing.
Yeah, the programs and shit.
Yes.
Dude, yeah, the closest thing that I've come to as an adult recapturing that is just seeing Ruby like experience shit for the first time, it's like it's not
not
like
the same.
firsthand, but it's
Right.
like the closest damn thing. Like,
But you know what's
man.
you know what she's witnessing.
Yeah, like
Hey.
seeing her in the Christmas program up there, she had a little part to say, and then she got to fucking sing with everybody. Oh my god, dude,
Having a ball.
I feel like such a like a Facebook like latte mom, where like my heart was just filled with love or joy, or, you know, whatever the Christian woman was.
Hey, your little bean was out there saying her little part, talking about the Lord and Jeebus and Christmas. Let me tell you, there's nothing more wholesome than that. It's just that simple. Were you in basketball homecoming as a little kid?
I was never ever in homecoming.
I didn't know if you were like one of the little kids in elementary that was in homecoming, like, you know, that had like that held the pillow or whatever the fuck.
No. I was in a class with Derek Dake. He got to do all the cool shit.
Yeah. We're both fighting for our lives, trying to be popular. I understand.
Bro, yeah, we're a supporting cast.
Yeah. That's all right, man. Where's my sitcom? And I remember being when Rachel was in junior high, or she was in high school, or Rachel, whoever was older, Sarah,
yeah.
I remember being it because I remember wearing a little suit, the whole nine. It was in the yearbook and shit like that.
Oh, you about to find that picture for this?
I don't even have a yearbook. I couldn't even tell you. I didn't have a yearbook until I stopped getting them at like the third grade maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't really have much left for this Christmas episode.
We just kind of got high and talked about fucking basketball.
Yeah, that's really it.
Is exactly what we did for every other iteration of this lost podcast today. This is like the fourth time we've tried to film, and every other time we only talked about high school basketball.
You've been here for like 3 fucking hours. That's all we've done.
It's 7:30. I got here at 2.
We're just fucking a bunch of has-beens, guys. That's just.
Yeah.
This has been another episode of Saturday Morning Cartoons. I am Doug. He is Ray.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hug your loved ones. Kiss
Shout
under
out.
the mistletoe. Merry Christmas to all.
Yeah.
And to all a fantastic stoned night.
Yeah.
Peace.